Growing up in the 40s and 50s, we knew that many of the popular singers of the day, such as Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Connie Francis, were Italian. When we went to the movies, we saw the works of Frank Capra and watched Italian-American movie stars such as Henry Fonda, Anne Bancroft, and Al Pacino. Our heroes in sports were also Italian. Baseball players like Joe DiMaggio, Carl Furillo, and Phil Rizzuto. Football greats such as Andy Robustelli and Vince Lombardi. And the undefeated heavyweight champion Rocky Marciano. We're also proud to learn that Italian-American workers supplied the labor and engineering skills to build our railroads and construct our cities. We also knew that our food was best, as evidenced by the fact that there are more Italian restaurants in New York than those of any other ethnic group. And it was obvious to us that America's sense of fashion and style was influenced by Italian design. But life did not always go well for Italian Americans. Our grandparents and parents suffered from much anti-Italian discrimination and prejudice. For the Viscos and the Barattas, the antidotes to this prejudice were La Familia, the family, and education. The family was seen as a place of refuge and strength, and education was seen as a means of earning respect. For Italian Americans, the family was not only important as a shield against anti-Italian prejudice, but also as a place where love was freely given and unabashedly expressed. In fact, Italian American relatives rarely missed an occasion to exchange hugs and kisses. Providing the children with a sense of security was also paramount for Italian Americans. The extended family, grandparents, uncles, aunts, and cousins was important in this regard, and our parents were taught by their parents to provide unconditional love for their children no matter what. In fact, my mother told me that Grandma Visco used to say, "Quando suona la musica, si deve ballare," which loosely translated means, when the children play the music, the parents must dance. For Italian Americans, rules of behavior were important. Loyalty to the family was demanded, and it was critical to show honor and respect for your elders and to not be a disgraziato and bring disgrace on your family. Even eating was governed by rules. No meal served was worth anything unless it was made with the finest ingredients, and abbondante, abundantly served. And it was a big sin, God forbid, if you were to run out of something. Diners were always encouraged to eat more. Mangia, mangia, my grandmother used to say. Eat more. It was also important to say goodbye to visiting family and friends in the proper manner. After the usual hugging and kissing, it was mandatory to stand in your doorway and wave goodbye to your departing guests until they were no longer visible. The holidays were also governed by rules. For example, one had to eat 7 different kinds of fish on Christmas Eve, and one would never think of violating the rule, Natale con i tuoi, Pasqua con chi vuoi, which means Christmas with your own, Easter with whomever you want.